Some more Skyfactory? What? This is insane. What is this? This is episode 4 of Skyfactory. Haley, unfortunately, will not be here today. So, as a tribute to Haley's absence, we're doing something special for her today. Making her a very special farm of her favorite crop. Beetroots. Look at that. I think she's gonna like it. She's spoken highly of this specific crop back in the previous episodes, so I have a feeling she's gonna like what we're gonna do today. If you do remember, last episode we did the whole dripstone production, got the automated dyes going. I let the game run by itself for like 2 hours. I did a lot of off-camera work. As you can see, we have a little chest here now. I connected the item collector via item conduits from Ender.io to a chest. This chest is from Sophisticated Storage, I believe. Something like that. It's pretty overpowered, I'm not gonna lie. And it's really easy to do. If you look at the top, we got a lot of dye now. We got 749 purple dye. Why do we need 749 purple dye? I don't know. Fun. Ain't that something? So yeah, off camera, I filled the dispensers up with a little bit more sand. They're about to run out, actually, so I'm probably gonna have to fill them up. How'd that happen? I don't know. You know, some of them, like, have nothing, and then the others are, like, filled beyond the brim. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't understand how, some of them convert so much faster than others. I don't get it. I don't really understand. Maybe it's part of the mod. I don't know. But yeah, no, we got a bunch of, dyes now. Like I said, off camera, I did a bunch of work. I'm gonna show you all that now before we get started into our whole crop farm that Haley's gonna love so much. So yeah, I've been siphoning the black, the magenta, the yellows, and the cyans, as well as the blue, green, and red. And I've been making the RGB blocks that we were making previously, and I've been stuffing them into the printer and connected it via item conduit just to make it whereas I don't have to keep grabbing out from here. And we got a bunch of stuff in here now. I got 315 redstone blocks. Man, would have that been nifty last episode. 837 iron, that as well. That would have been really handy when we had to make all them shovels and pickaxes. So yeah, got a bunch of resources going. I made some upgrades to the induction smelter, as you can see on the side over here. These just make things go a lot faster. I made an alloy smelter, which is just an upgrade to the primitive alloy smelter, which is this is just a much faster. And I upgraded the capacitors. This one has a 3, that one has a 2 still. I'm probably gonna change that a little later. Why is it raining? It's a bad omen. No, I'm joking. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Yeah, I did a bunch of other organization stuff. As you can see, our cobblestone generators connected to one of these amazing chests, and we've got way more cobblestone than we'll ever need. So yeah, these sophisticated storage chests and barrels are insane. And this is just temporary. This was just to make organization a lot better because I was kind of freaking out last episode with that thing over there. Never again am I touching that ever again, by the way. Yeah, so I put all of the minerals, all that fun stuff in one. We got all the other stuff in the other. All the gateways in one, and all the hats in another. Again, this is just makes things a lot easier on my end, as well as Haley's. Let me sleep. I need to get rid of the rain. I'm scared of the rain. Man, the music in this game is absolutely beautiful. I gotta lower it though. It's too beautiful. Alright, yeah, other than all the organizational stuff, and the 1 billion dyes that we got over there, let's get started. Like I said, we're gonna be making a special farm for Haley. None other than beetroots. I'm so sad that she's not here. She has been busy with work, so she hasn't been able to hop onto the server. I do have some things I want to get done, but I want to do that with Haley. So, in the meantime, we're going to be building her something special. Oh yeah, and these poor cows. I had to put down some soundproofing because they were too loud. And a special torch here. And I felt bad. I have to add more because you can still hear them suffering in there. They're not happy. I don't think they ever will be happy. Haley says they are, but they're not. Also, one of her cows dropped an epic hat grab bag. Haley's gonna be very happy to come back and see that. All from that unethical box. Alright, so I made another list because I need to organize. These are the things I want to make today and have done for next episode. We're gonna have to create a temporary power because the machines that we need to make this farm going require power. Also, to get the materials, I need other machines that are going to also need a bunch of power. So, in this chest over here, which I will get to, there's another item in there that I've already made. I believe it's called a Sterling Dynamo. This thing here, it's super easy. You just need stone, redstone, iron, and this thing here, which we have all of that. I made that, and there's a couple other things in there I want to show you. First, let me give you a rundown of what we need. So with that Sterling Dynamo, we're going to need a redstone flux cell. This is to hold an immense amount of power. To expand it, we're going to put in a stabilized RF coil. This is just going to further expand our capacity on this thing as well. We don't really care about the transfer right now. Later, it'll be more important. We're going to want one of these resonant integral components, which I've already made one. And I've inserted it into the induction smelter. It's a little bit of a process to make, I'm not gonna lie. This was all off camera. I made this thing because this induction smelter is it's a lifesaver. It really is. And it helped me get some of the items that are in that chest as well. Again, we'll get into that in just a second. Other than this one, we're also gonna need these two. These are more upgrades for our redstone flux stuff. We're gonna need a solidification chamber. We're gonna need a crushing macerator. Plant gatherer for beetroots. It's going to pick up all the crops when they're done. Plant sower. For these two machines, we're going to need 2 of each of these. These are add-ons. They are basically what's going to make the whole farm work and run efficiently. We're going to need pulverizer. I want to make 2 of these just because our achievement book, yeah, this one here. Use a pulverizer as a catalyst in a pulverizer. That doesn't make sense. I got no idea, but yeah, we got to do that. Also, last episode, I forgot to mention, we did do this. The Ender IO Grain of Infinity that we got when we created our primitive alloy. We had to hit this thing with the flint and all that fun stuff. Also, I don't know why there's a villager head there. I'm not sure how it got there. I swear it won't me. I promise. And then when we start building our actual platform for all this, these 2 are gonna come in handy. A schematic cannon and a schematic table, as well as our empty schematic. This is gonna help me build a bridge, which I've already designed on another world and saved as a blueprint. We'll get into that later. It'll probably be towards the end when we actually start building that platform. I do want to get all this done first before we start that. Dirt. Now, we can't make dirt, unfortunately. The only way to do it is through our composters, and I've unfortunately gotten rid of all of them, so I have to put them back down. We're gonna need about 500 pieces of dirt, so that'll be a while. We're gonna want this as well, terra preta. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is a little easier to make. We also need 200 of this, and we're gonna need some rich soil. And the only thing here that I don't know how to get, like, authentically, I don't even know if you can, I don't know, is this lily pad. The lily pad, we're gonna have to get through a press by smashing some dye. So yeah, the only way I could have figured this out was through this press. This is probably gonna be the easiest thing. I didn't want to have to do all this stuff here, and I mean, killing a frog probably would be a little easier. I don't think we have a frog. Ain't no way we do. Alright, never mind. We do not need to make the mechanical press now. Let me run this up real quick. We're gonna kill some frogs. RIP frogs, by the way. I'm only doing it because I have to, so, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. I'm not ready. Maybe. What happened? Where did they all go? Did they just get sucked into one? What just happened? Hey, I'll take it. I don't know what happened. I think they ate each other. Is that what happened? Did they just eat each other? Oh no. Wait, what? They're eating. Ain't no way. Oh, you do damage. Oh, I'm scared. Dude, they're literally eating each other. That's nuts. Alright, maybe they'll all eat each other before I have to kill them, because I'm actually kind of scared. Oh, ain't no way. Wait, hold on, Come on, eat each other. Yeah, one of them ate one. Do it again. There we go. Alright, man, that is actually insane. Alright, so we got the trophy. Let me put it down and get some frogs to spawn. I guess we'll just put it over here by the squid. Alright, and then hopefully we get a lily pad down the road. Man, that's nuts. I was not expecting them to start cannibalizing each other. See you, frog. Go kill it before the other ones start eating it. What happened? What? Did they massacre each other over here? What is going on? I'm so confused. You know what? Just don't ask questions. I'm gonna turn that off before things get crazy, because I'm actually kind of scared. Hey, we got a hat grab bag. Really? Man, I can't imagine what a Titan frog gateway looks like. Actually terrifying. This chest is completely full, by the way, so I'm gonna go upgrade it with one of these things. And what I did to do this was I made a barrel. You have to turn it into the sophisticated version, which is just this recipe here. So you just put the regular barrel down, the vanilla version, hit it with the upgrade. That's gonna change it to a spruce barrel. And then what I did is I did basic to diamond tier, which is just some glass, diamonds, and a plank. There we go, get our upgrade, and then we just tap the barrel with it and turns into the upgrade version. And then these things here, these stack upgrades, that's what lets them get so high in number. Just these conduit binders, we're at 1,000. I don't think we need that right now, just because there's not much in that chest, so I'm probably just gonna shove everything in here right now and then upgrade it later. Man, 59 leather. Those poor cows sacrificed and turned into an epic hat grab bag. So sad. Alright, there we go. It looks a lot better. And because we do need a lot of beetroots for this farm to work, I just gotta remember to come back over here and start getting all of them. But yeah, I'll be running back and forth. We'll be trying to get as many seeds as we possibly can for the farm. But yeah, here, let's start off with our power. I said I have that item in here, the Sterling Dynamo. To enhance that, we do need a storage for it, so we're going to be making a redstone flux cell. This is probably one of the more complicated recipes other than this thing, these things here, these upgrades, because we need dry rubber. Now, off camera, I did go ahead and make these 3 items. I made a dissolution chamber, a latex processing unit, and a fluid extractor. First, I had to make these 2, because this one you need to have plastic, which I couldn't make. You need these 2 items to make plastic. So the fluid extractor, it's pretty simple to make. Just cobblestone, some iron, wood, redstone. Not hard. This right here is going to extract latex from logs. So if I were to put a log right here, without power, you can see it's very slow. Very slow. It's only got 4 millibuckets of latex. To get 1 full bucket, we need 1,000 millibuckets. So, I'm gonna put this in front of the Sterling generator to provide power. We'll grab our energy conduits. I believe I made these off stream. These are not hard to make. Just some conduit binder, which was the same material we used for the redstone conduits. The only new thing here is the conductive alloy. This is pretty easy. Just some redstone, iron, and copper alloy. Copper alloy, you just have to mix copper and silicon, which we got last stream. Just smelt some of the Certus quartz, which we have a whole bunch of them in the storage here, right here. Crush that up in a sag mill. That's how you get that. Smelt that up. Bam. Easy. So these energy conduits, what we're gonna do is we're going to attach these to the fluid extractor. And notice the difference. You see this little bar? It takes about 5 seconds. It's super slow. Connect these. Make sure this is extracting and make sure that this is inserting only. And now look. And it's at about 2 seconds. And also, we are getting more than just 2 millibuckets. We're getting a bunch more. Yeah, about 6 millibuckets. Yeah, a lot more. To make this go faster, there are a couple items we can make. We can make processing and speed add-ons. These 2 here, you need the dissolution chamber, which looks a little demonic. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's a little crazy. So, first, we are gonna have to make a latex processing unit because the dissolution chamber, you need plastic. Plastic, you need dry rubber. To get dry rubber, you need the latex processing unit. So, what I did is, again, power this up, and you already see it's at 266 millibuckets. It's just super slow. So you stick this up. What I did is I stuck this on top and connected this with our energy conduit. You can actually unattach that here with this and set this to just insert, get that power. And you can see nothing's going on. So right now, latex is building up in this fluid extractor, which is getting from this red log. The fluid extractor, we want to output our latex into here. Now, we can use fluid pipes or some sort of piping, but they're right on top of each other, so we don't really need to do that. So what we can do is we're going to go into the UI, go to latex, and we're going to push this to the top. You can push. You can see all the fluid just got deposited, and now it's in the latex processing unit. Now, what's going to happen with this is once it reaches about, I believe it's 700 or 800 millibuckets, it's going to process a piece, I think dry rubber is what it's called. So once it gets there, I'll show you here in just a sec. Actually, you know what? I totally forgot. This needs water. Oops. Good thing we got 68 buckets in here. Why? I don't really know. We went a little crazy on the buckets. And we got a water, infinite water source here. And we're going to throw all of these buckets of water into here. And as you can see, it's going to process, giving us dry rubber. You see how much latex it uses. It uses about 800, 700 millibuckets. And it uses about 500 millibuckets of the water. I'm just going to fill this up with water real quick, just because we're going to need some more of the plastic here. But yeah, this is basically what I did. And you can tell, this, or as you can see, this is super slow. Like, really slow. It would take ages for me to get any of this going. So what I had to do is I got 2 pieces of the dry rubber, and what you can do is you can stick this in the furnace here to get some plastic. Now, plastic is going to be a material we need for the dissolution chamber. The dissolution chamber is going to be used to create these demonic upgrades that I mentioned earlier. So yeah, this is all that's needed. Diamond gear, which is we have all the stuff for that. Some gold, more buckets, the penny machine, chest, and then I needed 2 pieces of plastic. After getting the dissolution chamber, what I did is I put this up top, just like that, and I connected that with some more power. And this is what we get. So, the latex is still flowing into this machine here, and I want it to go all the way up here. So, what we can do is we can do the same thing. So, latex is getting pushed from here to here. We're going to push it from here to here. So we're going to go into here, and we're going to push. Now, the latex is not in there, and it's been sent up here. This is not going to get consumed. This is going to be held in this little tank here. And this is what we're going to use to make these upgrades. So, speed tier 2, efficiency tier 2, processing tier 2, and then we're going to need the range tier, but that's actually easier than these things here. And again, this is going to be used for the plant stuff later. So after doing all this stuff in the latex build, we're gonna get these upgrades, which I've already made some of them. The processing and the speed. Watch this. Watch how much faster it gets when you stick the speed add-on and the processing add-on in here. How much faster that goes. Look at that. And we're getting 18 millibuckets now. We were getting, what, 6 before? Now we're getting so much more. So yeah, now look how fast that's building. Look at that. So yeah, that's basically what I did. And I let that run for a little bit, and I got about 19 pieces of plastic. All that plastic is going to be used for a lot of these machines. So like the plant gatherer, the plant sower. We're going to need the dry rubber just for our redstone flux here. So yeah, that's basically what I did off stream. Let that run, and we need a whole bunch of latex. So what we're gonna do is I actually need that to get sent back into this machine here. So we're gonna turn this off. We need that to go back. So let me send that back into here. This is gonna be making more dry rubber. I need 4 of these to make the redstone flux cell. And there we go. Easy as that. We're gonna take these. We're gonna go make this real quick. The other thing that we need is this thing here, the redstone flux cell frame, which is pretty easy. Lead, electrum gear, and then the electrum gear. I did collect some electrum off screen. This is pretty easy to make. It's just with our induction smelter, just some silver and some gold. It's as simple as that. But yeah, we'll turn this stuff into more electrum. See how fast this thing goes now? These augments are insane. And we're going to be creating this one here. This was the hard one to make. And these other upgrades just make this thing fly. It's actually crazy. All right, and then for the electrum gear, we just need some nuggets. Iron nuggets here. Put it in our little crafting stick, which I also made off stream. This is just a better version of what we had before. It just saves the inventory, so if I go out of it, it still holds it. Just like the little demonic witchcraft thingy over there, which I'm never going to touch ever again, by the way. All right, here we go. We got our electrum gear. We need some lead and we need some glass. Go, make the little frame here. Okay, and bam. All right, there we go. Redstone flux cell. Going back to here, the Stirling Dynamo. Stirling Dynamo it's essentially our Stirling generator. It's just more effective. We'll put this right here for right now. Eventually, we are going to want to move it. And then we're going to want to make one of these. Stabilized RF coil, which is really easy to make. So this redstone flux cell is going to hold 1,000,000 RF, which is quite a bit. It's about double of what we're making here on our Stirling generator. And at base efficiency, this thing can get to about 40 RF a tick. Nothing too special just yet. Let's go ahead and make this RF coil, the stabilized RF coil. All right, so there we go. I'll go ahead and combine these things here, and bam, easy. All right, we're gonna go stick this in here, and watch this. If we put that in there, now it's at 6 million. A lot more power we can hold. And then this here, our Stirling Dynamo, it works just like our Stirling generator. So if we go ahead and put some coal blocks in it, it's going to be giving us some power. And that'll build and build and build until it reaches the top. And it's actually going to slow down as it goes up. As you can see, the energy production rate is going down. So, that's what this is for. Just to keep a reservoir of power, we're going to be storing all what's being made here in this redstone flux cell. So we can configure this to pull, and all the energy that's being created here, which you can see 40 RF is now being stored in our flux cell. So now we'll have a bunch of power for all of our machines. But we can make this even more crazy. With our augmentations. So first, we're going to want to go ahead and create these here. I'm going to want to make 2 multi-cycle injectors and 1 auxiliary reaction. And these aren't too hard to make. Just some aluminum, lead, and some hardened glass. Hardened glass is pretty easy. You need quartz, obsidian, and sand. We'll go ahead and make that real quick. And we are going to want to have these add-ons, so this probably should be enough. We're gonna go ahead and start outputting our latex into the dissolution chamber so that we can have enough of that built up, because for that for the add-ons we are going to need latex. So we'll have that build up for a bit. Okay, so with the hardened glass, we can go ahead and make these now. We make 2 of these and 1 of these. We'll start with the multi-cycle, and this is going to increase our fuel efficiency. So lead gear and some aluminum. Aluminum's pretty easy. Aluminum ingots can be made with our induction smelter by putting silver, tin, and glowstone dust. All right, so there we go. Get everything, and then we can make 2 of these guys here. And lastly, we just got to make this last upgrade, which is going to be signalum, silver, then hardened glass. This stuff here can make also with the induction smelter, silver, copper, and some redstone dust. And we should be, yeah, here we go. We should be able to make it here. All right, and we got our 2 upgrades here. We're gonna go shove these into the Stirling Dynamo. And you can see how slow this is. It's only, it's barely making anything. It's probably around the same quality as our Stirling Gen. If we shove these into here, we are now making 80 RF a tick, and we have 109 efficiency. Now it's going a little faster. And now we're gonna make one of these, the resonant integral components. This is a little bit more crazy with the crafting. So what we have to do is we have to make all of the previous additions. So we're going to want to make the reinforced. To make the reinforced, we need to make the harden. And then the harden's going to be our first one. So we're going to go ahead and make the hardened one real quick, which is just going to be the Invar, some glass, gold gear, and redstone. All right, we got the gear, and we should be able... Yeah, we can make this one here now. All right, now with the hardened disc, we can make the next one. For the next one, we are going to need more electrum, more of this stuff here, and some quartz, which we should have everything there. All right, so we need 2 of these things. Now we can make the reinforced components. Now, we just need the last one here. So we need to make lumium gear, which I believe... We got tolumium. We need more of that. So some silver, tin, and glowstone. All right, we throw all that stuff into here. We have the hardened glass. We just have to make the enderium ingots. This is going to be diamond dust, some lead, and ender pearl. We do have ender pearls in here. We're going to need about 4 ender pearls to make 4 enderium ingots. And with the diamond dust, we can use our sag mill and just crush up some diamonds. Here we go. Got our diamond dust, and then we just have to throw all of that into here. And there we go. Got some enderium. Okay, now we should be able to make this. There we go. Our resonant integral parts. Now this here, what this is going to do is it's going to provide our machine with a scale factor of 4, boosting efficiency. So, if we come over here, pay attention to how fast that's going right now, right? It's making 80, efficiency 109. We're burning through the coal, we're making 100% output. Now when we put this in, watch the numbers on the left side. Look at that. Ain't that nuts? Now we're at producing 320 RF a tick at 109 efficiency. If we go into here, look how fast this is going now. Insane. So now we've got power. We're making a bunch of power. We're still not making enough to be getting 1,000 RF a tick, but eventually we'll be there. I'm hoping my next episode we'll be making a bunch of power. And now that we got the power going, let's go ahead and make these other things here. So the solidification chamber. This is pretty easy to make. Some glass, lapis, quartz, compressed stone, and some pressure plate. Actually, you know what? Before I start doing that, I'm going to get those barrels set up and start getting the dirt going because we're gonna need about 500 dirt, and yeah, that's gonna be a while. So let me get that all set up before we continue here. All right, I'll just test this out. I made this little setup here. Kind of the same thing. It's just except the input is going to be using these item conduits. And there we go. I got some dirt going, so I'll just have to keep an eye on all this. Man, isn't that beautiful? Look at all them beetroots. Oh, man. Haley's gonna be so happy. I can't wait. All right, let's go ahead and make the solidification chamber. We should have everything here to make all that. And there we go. Solidification chamber. Nice. I'm just gonna set everything over here for right now, just because we're gonna have a bunch of machines going like at the same time. So the solidification chamber, we're going to want to use this to get our terra preta. We're gonna use this to get biomass. We're gonna be mixing some leaves, flowers, and coal, and a little bit of water. We can use red dye on the leaves to get some poppies here. As far as the dry peat bug, we can use some biomass, coal, and putzle and get 32 of it. So we don't need to be grinding for all that stuff, because that gives us a lot already. We're just gonna need to get a bunch of biomass here. All right, throw that all into there, and then we just gotta feed this thing some water, and we're all set. Go, got the water in, and yeah, it'll be making our biomass. We'll just extract it and insert into this chest so that we are not having to come back here and just move them back and forth. And to save these poor cows, I'm actually gonna do them a favor. I'm gonna use some of these wheat seeds. We'll use this to make some more dirt here. All right, shove that all into here and get the dirt going, because we need 500 pieces. Let's go ahead and make this thing here real quick. We're gonna make some compressed cobble and some stone cutters here. We're gonna need this because we can actually turn farmland into puzzle. This is going to make it easier to get our dry peat, because 3 of this gives us 32. So that's what we'll use this thing here for. And we'll go put it over here by the other machine. Connect it here to the power. And then we'll do the same thing. Run some item conduits here. So all of our output. Hey, look at that. We got all of our biomass done. Go fast that duck. And actually, we've got some more trees over here. So we can go make some more flowers and whatnot. This gives us almost enough. We still need a little bit more. We can actually turn dirt into farmland with our hoe here. All right, we just need a couple more things. Big thing here is going to be the dirt. From here, it's just going to be chopping down trees and throwing them into these barrels until we get enough. So, it'll be a minute. I'll be back when that's all done. All right, we're back. It's about 10 years later. We should have enough. We need about 8 stacks. Yeah, it should be fine. All right, so now that we got the dirt, we've got to make also 500 of this. So let's start getting this stuff going. We did make all of this. Yeah, 25 of this should be fine. Can make more if it's not enough. We've got all the biomass, and then we just need charcoal. The dry peat, and we can turn this into that. There we go. I think we might need to make more biomass here. Yeah, we should have enough dry peat, just the biomass. And as we wait for this biomass, let's go ahead and make these pulverizers real quick. And I have to make 2 of them. All right, there we go. We got our 2 pulverizers, and then here, pulverizer, and then we shove the pulverizer in as a catalyst, and there we go. That is on the S book, so we'll go ahead and mark that off. All right, and then actually with the pulverizer, we are going to want to get this stuff here because we need it to make gunpowder. We're gonna need gunpowder because we need it to operate the schematic cannon. Go ahead and shove a bunch of sandstone into there, and hopefully we get some of this. Go ahead and connect this with conduits. We're gonna have to configure this here so that it's also pushing power on the other side. And there we go. Got power now. And also, we got all our biomass. So let's go ahead and try this again. We don't need that much left. This is definitely enough. So we'll go ahead and make this here now. There we go. And we got about, yeah, 8 stacks. So we should be all set. Hey, look, we also got our niter. That's awesome. All right. And then we just need sulfur dust, which is, I think we actually might have some in here. Don't you look at that? Yeah, we do. There we go. And then we just combine this with all this stuff here, and we get some gunpowder. All right, now that we got our dirt and we've got our terra preta, let's go ahead. We need also to make our rich soil. We'll probably make about 18 of this. What this is going to do is it's going to make it whereas we do not need to have water blocks anywhere. So it just makes it a little bit more clean. We should have everything. Just some dirt, the lily pads, and then the biomass. All right, we got all of our dirt and everything else. We just got to make the rest of our machines, and we're all set, as well as these upgrades here. We'll go ahead and start with the plant gatherer. We have everything here to make this. Plastic and that redstone piece. Throw this in the crafting slots, and there we go. Got our plant gatherer. All right, now just the plant sort. Similar recipe. We'll go ahead and get the stuff as well. And then just the plastic, and that should be it for the sower. Here we go. Plant sower. Got our gatherer and our sower. Now, just need the upgrades, and we should be all set. And then our schematic stuff here to build the bridge. In this chest here, I already have a 1 add-on range tier 12 and 1 add-on processing tier. So we just need to make 1 more processing, 2 speed tiers, 2 efficiency tiers. Let's go ahead and make the range one. This one's super easy to make. We need a glass pane, and there we go. Perfect. All right, go ahead and throw this into here. Let's go ahead and make another processing. This is we're going to use our dissolution chamber. We already have the latex in it. Just got to put the rest of this other stuff. Just the diamond gears is all we have to make here. We should have everything else to make the other stuff. We're going to go throw all of this into here. And there we go. Got our processing tier. Let's go throw this in the chest. Got to make 2 more of these and 2 of these. And then for these blaze rods, we're going to have to get some netherrack, which we can get with our dye blocks. We're gonna throw that into the macerator. So let's go get a whole bunch of netherite here. While we wait for those, we will go and get our speed tiers, which we should have everything. This is just sugar here. All right, there we go. It's crushing. This is a 5% chance, so we might. This might take a little bit. We do need 4 of these. We just gotta wait until we get the blaze rods here. All right, glass panes, and let's throw all of this in. There we go. We'll let this brew, collect that one, and then throw this one in, and let's see how our blaze reds are. We've went through 24. We ain't got a single one. All right, well, this might be a minute. We got 36 left. And there's 3 rods. I'm all set with all this stuff here. Probably gonna get the schematic cannon going. The schematic table. Hopefully by then, this is all done. Let me make these real quick. This is pretty easy. Just some iron, wood, some smooth stone, and a dispenser here. And would you look at that? We got 4 blaze rods. We didn't even have to, I didn't even have to go make it. Let me go make the... Oh, now you're gonna give them to me? Oh, you're joking. All right, well, let's go put these in here. There we go. Efficiency and 1 more. Let's go make the schematic cannon. Man, this brings back some memories. All these dispensers. Nah, I'm good. Never again. Except 1 more time. I'll let it slide. We'll put these in here. That is all we need for all that stuff. Let's go ahead and make the schematic cannon, schematic table, and then the empty schematic. All right, last thing here is the empty schematic. Just some paper and light blue dye. Paper. Have some of this. Go, empty schematic. And there we go. We finally have everything we need to make this beautiful farm for Haley. Now we just gotta build it. So, the schematic stuff here. Like I said earlier, I created a blueprint with this, with the create mod, and I stored the blueprint in my saves. It's basically just that bridge, except it's like a block bigger. I don't have flying capabilities, and I don't like how it looks under there, so I built one, and it'll do. It'll do for now. We're going to grab the schematic table. Go ahead and set that down. In here, we're gonna grab our empty schematic, and we're gonna go to Stone Bricks Bridge. I was testing that out, this bridge here. I gotta delete. It's this one here, Stone Brick Bridge. We're gonna create that blueprint, right? And it's gonna give us a schematic. Now, you're gonna see it's gonna give me an outline, right? Before we do that, though, we need to make a chest, and we need to make a book. We got more than enough leather, thanks to Haley's awful, horrendous cow farm. Paper and some leather. Grab a book. There we go. So we'll go ahead and set. Yeah, we'll set it here. Go ahead and position it right. Yeah, and then we'll get rid of this. All right. So now that we have it in our in the right spot, let's go ahead and put down the schematic cannon, our chest. Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and put the schematic in here. We're gonna throw the gunpowder in, and we're gonna grab our book, and we're gonna put this in here as well. That's gonna convert this over, and it's gonna tell us exactly what we need, which is awesome, because I don't have to count any of that. So let's go ahead and grab all this stuff here. All right, that should be everything. The polished cobblestone, bricks, slabs, brick stairs, wall, and stone brick. So that's all in this chest here. Now, it should recognize everything. We're gonna go ahead and hit this play button. Once we hit play, it's gonna start shooting out the blocks until the bridge is built. We'll go ahead and hit play. And you'll see it's now building our bridge. Ain't that awesome? Yeah, so we can't fly. This will make it a lot easier. We'll wait until this is finished, and then we'll go ahead and build the foundation for our nice beet farm that Haley will absolutely love. All right, there we go. Bridge is all built. We're gonna put some torches up on here to light this up, just like the one over there. I just harvested all the beets. We have a bunch of seeds in here. We're gonna build this. The foundation, I wrote it here. I have a whole diagram out that I drew out. It's going to be about 27 by 27, and then we're gonna have our dirt and our terra Preda, whatever it's called, on both sides. We should have enough of that. We're gonna use these the polished cobblestone to create that 27 by 27 outline. All right, so it's about 27 that way. We're gonna go 27 this way, and then we're gonna leave the middle hollow for right now. And there we go. All right, so we got the perimeter set. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have our dirt patches. Those are going to be 10 wide and 25 long. All right, so we need to go grab the dirt and the terra. We're going to want this to go down 1 here. And we want this to be 10 wide. Okay, so then that's going to end about right here. Now with our wands, we can go down to the very end. All right, there we go. We got one side, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now that that's all filled in, we're gonna go ahead and fill in the center. And this is going to be about right. We're gonna do it up one because right here, this is where the farmland is gonna be at. So go ahead and fill this in here. There we go. And perfect. Now, we're gonna go ahead and lay down the rich soil. The rich soil essentially acts as a water source so that we don't actually need to put water down, so that the farmland will never dry out. So we'll go ahead and lay this down. This is going to act as a water source, so we want to make sure that every 4 blocks there's at least 1 rich soil in the vicinity. So we'll go ahead and mark it out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, and we can also go that way 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Alright, so then that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to have to add some along this row here. So this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one's also going 1, 2, 3, 4. So they'll meet up right here. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Perfect. We got the whole plot lined up. So now we need to grab our farmland, which we can actually make by combining diamond hoe with the dirt. All right, now we're gonna go lay this down, and we will use our diamond wine to expedite the process. Go. And now we just wait. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and set up our machinery. So we'll get that going here. Alright, so the plant gatherer, the plant sower, and then all of our add-ons. We're going to need all that stuff here. And then we're probably going to need to make more energy conduits, because this is not going to be enough. Pretty sure I can pick this stuff up, and then we'll just grab this and move it over there to power up our sower and our gatherer here. We're also going to want to set up some more crates, because once that thing's going, it's actually going to go insane. So let me get that as well. And also the last thing, we also need to make a tank. This one looks promising. This one holds 1,024 buckets. Perfect. Why not? Let's go ahead and make these singularity tanks. This is really easy. So yeah, we'll just use these. Now that we got that, we got everything. We should be all set. Moment of truth. Here we go. The middle should be about right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these little range things in that we got, that we made earlier, and then show the area. It should completely fill. Yeah. It should fill this entire area. Perfect. All right, so now with this, we are going to put it 1 block under right here. On the other side over here, we're going to place our plant gatherer right here, right there. Yeah, that should be it. There we go. Yeah, and it covers the whole area. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and throw our add-ons in the rest of these. So efficiency, speed, processing, all that fun stuff. We're going to do that with this one, and we're going to do that with this one. Now that it's all set up, we just got to power them and automate the storage and feeding of seeds. So let's do that real quick. And then this is where we're going to grab our the Sterling Dynamo and the Flux Cell. So how this is going to have to be is this jumbo tank here. We're going to put this on top. This is going to be pushing sludge to the top. So this is going to collect all of it. As for powering it, we also need to think about the storage. So I think this is what we're going to do. I think this will look decent. Put that there. And then we're going to output front is going to be push. We're going to put our upgrades in here, and then power, and then cable management to this and this. We're going to remove the bottom of this like that, right? And then we're going to grab the flux cell, and we're going to have to put it down there. So let me go get some water so I can get down there. All right, grab the water here, and let's build a little walkway down here so we can move around. I think doing something like this, like it's gonna go right here, then we're gonna turn it that way. So it's upside down like that. Grab the redstone flux cell and we're going to attach it to there. So now the top of it is going to be receiving, yeah, and then going to want to output it that way so that our plant gatherer is being powered. We're going to turn this off real quick. We're going to attach the energy conduit to here. Going to be extracting power. This is going to be inserting the power. Okay, now at the same time, we're going to want this here to be collecting, and we're going to want them to send them to the sower. We need to give this power as well. Go ahead and turn this off, just like do with the other one. We're going to run power conduit all the way down to the very end so that we can power that. All right, so let's go ahead and run this here. Here we go. Perfect. With the crate, we're going to run an item conduit under here. Run it down this way. And we can actually connect it here. There we go. And then we should be able to run this down as well. Okay. So energy insert, item conduit insert as well. Then also we need to make sure that we are always active. And then we want to put also the extraction speed in there so that this is outputting the seeds fast enough into there for everything to run smoothly. All right, and then that should be it, hopefully. All right, so the output, this should be pushing items into here, and then it should also be pushing sludge up into here. Because whenever the beetroots are harvested from the plant gatherer, sludge is going to be created as a byproduct. We can use sludge for other things. That's what makes beetroots so beautiful, by the way. Let's go ahead and set this up. So what we need to do is we need to put all the seeds in here, and then we gotta lock it here so that nothing else is being taken in but the beetroots. Grab our seeds here, and we're gonna turn this on. Okay, it's not working. It looks like we're gonna have to bring this down just one more. So, we gotta get back down there. Oops. Alright, moment of truth. Let's go and stick these all back in here again. Lock it and show the area. Looks good. And turn it on. There we go. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that something? And look how fast they start growing. Now, they're going to start growing really fast. And that's because of the stuff that's underneath the farmland. This is already done. If we go ahead and we go back to this, the plant gatherer, we turn this on. That's going to start gathering everything. And now the seeds are being taken out. And they're going to be sent back into the plant sower. Filling this up, right? So this will all take care of itself. Only thing that I'm thinking of is we might have to connect these via conduits because I don't know if this will be able to keep up. It's already starting to struggle. So we'll do that because that'll be better. All right, so this is going to also, okay, the item conduit is going to have to go here. Then attach this. Going to have to set the insert. So this is going to insert on, we're going to put it on, we'll put it on brown, right? So insert on brown. And then this is going to extract on brown. And then we're going to put the tier 4 extraction in there. So now this should be able to keep up. Yeah, you see how it's going much faster? And this should be filling up like pretty fast now. And these seeds are staying still because the sower is full, so... Yeah, look at that. Now, there's no backup. This is gonna get full. I mean, this will hold 16,000 beetroots. And then once that hits 16,000, it's gonna create another beetroot stack. Just like how the cobblestone generator is configured. Once that stack fills up, it's gonna create a new one. So, this thing's gonna be full of beetroots. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, absolutely beautiful. Haley's gonna be so happy. She's gonna be shaking in her boots. That's how happy she's gonna be. Oh yeah, no, this is all done. The only thing about this is we're gonna have to fill this up with coal every so often. Oh, and also these. We're gonna be getting these beetroot blocks, which I'm thrilled. Actually, I'm more than thrilled. I'm hoping actually that this entire plot is going to fill with these blocks, and then I'm going to silk touch all of them and give them to Haley, because I think she would appreciate it. Boy, yeah, that's it. We can't automate it so that these are broken as well, but right now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. But would you look at that? Heaven. Absolute heaven. She's gonna be so happy. I can't wait for her to get it back on and see what we've done here. I really can't wait. But yeah, that's it. We've created an automated beetroot farm. Jokes aside, yeah, we got a lot done. I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, man. Oh, she's gonna be so happy, dude. I can't wait. We're gonna call it quits here, though. For those who popped in to watch today's episode of Skyfactory 5, I want to thank you. These videos, I love making these videos. I enjoy making all the automations, all the factories, all this fun stuff. It tickles my brain in a way that I can't even, I can't describe to you. If you have any suggestions for what Haley and I can do, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear them. But yeah, Beetroot Farm for the win. Best thing to ever exist in Minecraft. It has to be. All right, we're going to log off here. Thanks for all of you guys for popping in. I appreciate every single one of you. All right, peace out.